while all this business is going on with Tsukiko, Mathwiz is still attacking Crunchy Bits. After he retreated, he sent out his troops again and started to take a lot of Crunchy Bits bases from him. And as you can see there, Crunchy Bits just at this point, for some reason, decides that he is going to lose. So he as well suicides his queen and gets eliminated. But if you scroll back a little bit in time, this player is a dolphin. If you're not up to date on roadkill's player types, the dolphin is the person who it seems like there's no strategy to what they're doing, and they're just kind of throwing drillers around. And that's pretty much what he's doing. I'm sitting here and I'm seeing his 54 at Oaktown and his 23 at King. And I remember what he did earlier in the game from Benthic to Fate, which he did again. I should mention, he doesn't know what shields are. That became pretty obvious earlier in the game, and so he has no idea that his drillers are about to get destroyed there. But he just makes crazy random attacks, and so I want these 42, 48 troops to be over where Tsukiko is, trying to take some of her bases, but I know the second I move them away that I will get attacked by Crunchy Bits, and so I can't do that. But regardless, even though I did not move them away, he still decides to attack with the 32 up at Fate, and now this 52 at Oaktown, which is more of a nuisance than anything else. It was frustrating to me. So Mathwiz has his 215 down here, he goes up, and Crunchy Bits is gone. And so I take one of his outposts there at King, and he is gone from the map pretty quickly. And so, spoiler alert, we're continuing with Tsukiko over here, and she has just suicided her queen. And so, obviously, me, Math, and Nojo are going to keep pushing to where she transferred all her power, which would be through Dark Rogue. And so we start to attack Dark Rogue ourselves. You can see there's a lot of fighting there at Donna 2. I take El Farolito pretty easily. And you can see Amy here is on Dark Rogue's side, and so Mathwiz also goes after Amy. And it's about at this time that Mathwiz starts to grow really, really fast. He takes Feld. He has a huge army here, and it's just he's already taken a number of bases from Dark Rogue in the south. He's taking a bunch from Crunchy Bits. He took a couple from Amy here. And so his base count was about 1 or 2 higher than mine. You can see, I guess, up at the top. I'll try to find it. Yep, right there. We were on the same level right before Crunchy Bits died. But after he went down, Mathwiz gained outpost 10 super fast. And so he managed to pull pretty far ahead. I think it was probably 5 to 7 bases ahead of Nojo and I in his just straight up base count. But we're just continuing here to push through Dark Rogue. And as I spoiled just a second ago, Mathwiz launches on Hellman. Now, a few hours before this, Dark Rogue said, "Can you guys please not kill me? I don't want to die," or something like that. I don't get it. He's an L2, he can play in plenty of games. It's not like he cares about his record. Well, he shouldn't care about his record because it's not that good. He's had about 27 games, 1 gold, 3 silvers, and 4 bronze medals. So, and he has been eliminated. It's not that he hasn't been eliminated. So, I am not quite sure why he cares so much about not being eliminated, but he really does. Because when he has 17 specialists, he decides that he is going to hire And he messaged right before he did this. He said, I was on at the time he did it. He said, "You guys forced my hand," or something to that effect, anyway. And I know what's coming. I say, "Guys, I think he's about to hire." Well, 30 seconds later, he's hired. And so, obviously, I couldn't have seen any of this, but I did get the notifications that he had 3 generals from his 17 hires. Our alliance is freaking out about this. He's got 2 martyrs here destroying Mathwiz, absolutely destroying his drillers, and that is what ends up happening, and I'll explain the rest of that here. He feels like he needs to talk in public chat about what he adds to the game and how great of a player he is. He talked a lot about how he was being a radical and being creative. And the 3 of us and even Amy to some extent were like, that's not creativity, that's cheating. There's no specialists. And he's having a hard time with this, and he's like, no, it's cool, I'm just having a little fun. I'm not going to attack with them. They're just all for defense. And so that's his way of justifying what he's doing, and we're pretty much telling him, no, you're a cheater. But he really doesn't care. He just decides that it's fun, it's radical, let's do it. But at some point, we just talked to him, and he just wanted to be left alive, so he was willing to negotiate. We just said, give us all your specialists. We were gonna kill him, even if he did give us all of his specialists, because it was pretty funny actually. Right after he hired these specialists, Nojo said, "I really want to kill this guy," and that's just ironic because the reason that he hired specialists was not to get killed. But I think I can speak for Mathwiz and Nojo as well when I say when he hired those specialists, I wanted to kill him so much more. And so we're talking to him, and somehow we convince him that he is going to give away all his specialists. But no, he has a mastermind plan. He's going to gift them to us, and we won't be able to resist the awesomeness of the specialists, and we're going to be the cheaters then. And so he doesn't gift everything. As you can see, he blows up from Hellman to Maranga. He blows up 30 there and 130 from Hellman to Feld. And so Mathwiz was going to take that base pretty easily, but he did not. And so he's pretty much run out of specialists at this point. His plan is to gift them all away. Here's a gift of 2 generals and a sentry to Mathwiz. Mathwiz resists his terrible urge to use those generals, just sends them off to Neptune. A gift to Amy here, and a gift to Nojo as well. And at this point, he has pretty much been destroyed.